Good morning, everyone. Welcome to January 2024, Friday 19th. This is Solomon here, and I've just woken up to another day of hell. So where do we begin? Let's start off with the power of habit. Of course, I woke up and felt like shit. So that's what happens. And how well I do is only guaranteed through the power of whatever the hell I've been doing consecutively for the past, weeks and months and years. So I actually just completed some meditation. I was on my bed and just started meditating, taking a deep breath in and blowing out. Doing that for at least 10 times. And it worked. Now I'm out of bed and doing my own thing. And I just made it a priority to be doing that because it's just so hard. I've been in bed for the past 12 hours. So I actually went to bed at 2 p.m. Yesterday, Thursday. But I also worked the overnight. So I'm trying to make the most out of my time instead of playing video games and watching porn. And let's just dive right deep into it. Okay. So wherever I am in the world, like most people, or girl, or whoever, you have to go to work. That's just human nature. You have to work. 17th. Let's see, did I even do that? See how human I am? Today's actually the 19th. So I'm missing 2 days of accountability. So I'll do this live here with you on this video, although it won't be live when you watch it. So the 17th is Wednesday. So I just had a regular day. Now, you may think that this is all silly and stuff, but I'm fundamentally showing you what's up. This is a life skill that is important. That's why I'm showing you. Otherwise, yes, a simple check mark, of a silly habit tracker is a life skill. Believe it or not, that works. I'm not teaching you algebra or biology or whatever today, or chemistry. This is just a life skill that they don't teach you in school. Exercise. On one of these days, I don't think I actually did. That may have been yesterday. Did I sleep the whole day? No, this day I actually slept 12 hours, and I didn't exercise. I just slept. Nutrition, journal. Maybe I didn't even journal. I just slept. Did I vlog? I think that was in my car yesterday. So I did vlog. Did I post on YouTube? Yes, I did. And read. I definitely didn't read. And yes, I have been doing a lot of sleeping. So yesterday, Thursday. That's Thursday. So that was just yesterday. So, did I go to work? I was off that day. It's a holiday, so I get paid regardless. Exercise? Did I exercise? Actually didn't. Again, I just slept the whole motherfucking day. Nutrition? I did get stuff to eat. Journal? Did I journal? Yep. I was on the couch. Did I vlog? Nope, I didn't vlog. I didn't want to do it at work because I don't think I'm allowed. I didn't ask permission if I can film there, but the supervisor said yes. But anyone other than our own supervisor, I don't know. Anyways, let's fast forward. Did I sleep? Did I read? No. Did I YouTube? No. Did I vlog? Did I vlog? Yes, I have a vlog. So today, is the 19th. So here it again. Here it is again. Okay, rinse and repeat. This train track of shit does not stop. It does not stop. It doesn't give a fuck. It just keeps going. People are always asking, how do I make money? This is how you do it. This is how you fucking do it. You have to be accountable for going to work every single motherfucking day, unless it's your day off or holiday pay or whatever the hell, or bereavement or whatever you have going on in your company. If you're in a third world country, well, guess what? You're kind of fucked. You're just fucked. If you live in some communist country, I don't know. I don't know what it entails, but I'm in the United States in New Jersey. That's how I'm doing this shit. Other countries are probably not so nice. They probably steal your money after working. I could care less. Okay, so let's just make sure. I was born in the United States, so I'm blessed. There are some positives and there's our negatives. This isn't like Japan where people clean up after themselves. This is just a free-for-all, shit show. And, whatever. Okay, so the next time I go back is Sunday, the 21st. So, do I have to be disciplined and maintained and, high-strung and uptight today? No, I don't. As for Saturday, I don't. And until I have to work Sunday. So I don't even have any plans. I really don't. So what the hell do I do? Let me identify this for you. Not everyone is like this. Some people have super strict things to do. I have children. I have to take them to, daycare and stuff. I need to pay this and that and all this stuff. I have to work. My per diem jobs, my other jobs or whatever. I have to take care of my handicapped, relative. I have to take care of my grandma, whatever. Not everyone is like this. Not everyone is blessed with this empty schedule. In this case, I've always been like this. My mind, I'm like SpongeBob. I'm done. The most, impactful thing that I can do for myself is just go to work every single day. I don't change. There's very little times that I do change. Like dim sum, it's repetitive. I don't know if I have my own form of autism, but the only time I went to the club, that was just last week, which is a major change. But that's it. Other than that, I just naturally just not do anything because I don't know. I just never freaking do anything. We used to live in West Orange. We had a home, a 3-bedroom home, and some days I would just like wake up and be like, the fuck, just jump over to the Nintendo or the consoles or whatever and start playing games because I had nothing else better to do. I felt like I had nothing better to do, or maybe I was just so ignorant, so narrow-minded. I'm just like, I don't have anything else to do. There's tons of things for me to be doing, like applying for scholarships or studying. I did study. I did study for school. I did get straight A's and all that stuff, but that was not enough. People don't care about that shit. People care about scholarship money at that age, high school age. You have to do whatever the fuck, to get that scholarship money. And that's what it's about, and no one's gonna tell you until it's too late. So instead of playing Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3, or Link, Zelda, A Legend of Time, or whatever the fuck, that time was better reserved for applying for scholarships or getting just supercharging your resume and stuff. But then where would I have been? I just don't know. And then you would still need a car and stuff, and to drive around and work your minimum wage jobs and stuff, and so be it. And so we're here. I'm 38 years old. I'm making roughly over $40, and I'm some average guy. I'm some average ass guy. Sometimes I would argue, you know, would my life have changed if I did do all this scholarship stuff, and if my parents were well off, and they sent me to some NASA space program for kids or whatever, space camp for kids or whatever. They sent me to Kumon math. It's just like, would my life have been any different? Again, I showed you my schedule. This is blank. It's like a blank. It's like I'm SpongeBob. This is like, nothing makes sense to me unless I'm tortured by someone to do something. If I were, Graham Stephan, who has the daily coffee hour, he said it's self-induced. You need to be doing these things, not to saving money, but to make more money but increase your income. Just keep increasing your income. He had a duplex, other than working at the local Petco or fish store or whatever. As a kid, it's just self-induced. Why is he doing this? It's just self-induced. That's what you had to do. There are still kids, grown-ass adults who still look like kids, well past their 20s, 25s, and they're still like young Graham Stephan with minus the duplex. They're still working at some like minimum wage job, and shit. Shit. What paved the way for Graham Stephan was owning that duplex and charging monthly rent and stuff, and doing his YouTube channel. Other than that, he could have been trapped or stuck, and that especially COVID inflated all the housing prices like crazy. He would have been trapped as ordinary white kid in the suburbs. I mean, he would have been destroyed. He would have been fucked. He would have just been like like me. There was my chance to buy my own duplex in Boonton in New Jersey. It was $300,000. You get two single units connected to each other, and it looked like a figure 8. So it wasn't super ghetto. It was kind of questionable. Nonetheless, Boonton is a good suburban area. Diverse population, and it's not hood. It's very nice. It's not very nice. I mean, white suburbia with a few minorities, Indian, Asians, few Middle Eastern people, whatever. But it's not heavily dominated by the hood. And it's just pretty good, you could buy a home in New Jersey for $200,000-$300,000, but it would be in the hood. It would be in the ghetto. You would get shot up real easy, real quick. East Orange, Patterson, Newark. I mean, this is the most dangerous motherfucker on the planet. I mean, it's even on Google. Just Google Newark, Newark, New Jersey. #1 hood. I believe it was on Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. It was this motherfucking hood. And I'm not too far from the hood, actually. You can drive your car into the hood within less than 30 minutes. It's that's where my unemployment office is. They actually hooked me up with a job and X-ray and stuff, and I owe it to them. So it's not. So even I, because of this, the diversity in America, it can work against for you as well. It's just not just always bad stuff that you see on the news. And every day I go to work because I know how fucking scary it is out there. Some people don't have work. Some people don't have jobs. Some people are still kids. And count your blessings. And so that's what keeps me going, because I know the wealth disparity in the world is real, and any single little thing can knock you off back down to the ghettos. When you're in the ghettos, there's a large risk that you could get shot up and die real quick. Things can go south of the border real quick. You have your food, you have the water and clothing, and all of a sudden you get shot and you're handicapped, and you have to spend the rest of your life bedridden or on the streets because no one wants to fucking help you. And you're fucked for life. And that's what happens to people who don't have this perspective or appreciation. Rich people, they do stupid things, drugs, alcohol, or they go skiing, or they do some like pretty high lifestyle things, horseback riding. I remember Superman, Christopher Reeves, ended up in the rehab center, Kessler Rehab Center, in around 1995. I know these exact dates because, despite my memory is bad, because it actually happened. I actually lived near Kessler Institute, and I also had to do my internship for X-rays there. Once in a while. It's not super. They don't have a lot of patients there all the time, like hospital. It's a rehab center, so you only need a few X-rays a day in comparison to a hospital with an emergency room. And that's what I was doing. That's how I know about it. And again, these aren't like all isolated cases. I'm not saying like rich people don't need us. They do. We're the poor people, and we can provide them with services. And as a poor person, you're not completely incapacitated and not provide services. You are well equipped through the power of God or whatever the fuck that you can help them. You can't just be like so close, me myself included, so like biased towards wealthy people, especially the Rothschilds. There was one instance, I will not say the hospital, of one day I come in the CAT scan room, I will not name any names. This is like a Hispanic dude. He's a CAT scan tech too. He's like, we got VIP today, VIP. So I'm like, okay, VIP. So I when it was my shift, when it was my turn to work, I looked through the database, all the last names. I saw it. She was 98 years old, and it said, I'm familiar with the members of the Illuminati, and it said Rothschild, and I'm like, the fuck? Because it actually happened to me. I don't want to know these things. I don't want to know about the Illuminati. I really don't. But the Rothschild name fucking came up, and the old hag was 98 years old, 94, super old, and she had the hunchback and shit, and I'm like, the fuck is the Rothschilds doing in here? And they needed the CAT scan, She's human too, and it was actually the brain, and she had a calcified pineal gland. So within their own bloodline, they too have calcified pineal glands. They too are suffering and deteriorating just like the rest of us. For you out there who do not know, the pineal gland is responsible for all the spiritual stuff, the third eye, the acorn, the Pope, why he does these things, it goes into esoteric knowledge as to, even aliens, how they extract, hormones from the human brain, from the cortisone, the fight or flight responses, and how they turn it into drugs and to extend life. And of course there's this weird science behind it, how you do it, and the higher you go up the command chain, it gets weirder and weirder, and it's just shit you don't even want to know about. I remember there was a show called it was two dudes, The Truth Is Out There or whatever. The YouTube took it down, and they talked about this, and it was beyond belief. It was two guys doing it. a lot of like X-File cases, and now they're asking people for like Patreon and to fund them and stuff. They're gone. You know, it's like Gaia with Corey Good and David Wilcock. But they got rid of them. There was a time for them, but now they just got rid of them because it just became too crazy. You know, you're talking about like integrity of the current industrial complexes, the current S&P 500 companies. They cannot have whistleblowers and shit, you know, smearing shit on their businesses. Otherwise, they're not going to survive. Their shit smearing campaign, they can't have that. Even though everyone has good intentions, but you know, who can live this like ultra puritanical lifestyle? You know, we all drink soda once in a while. We all go to the clubs and stuff. Who can be this elitist amongst, you know, nuns and priests and, you know, saints and stuff? It's just like, no, I'm pretty sure we all do kind of like trashy things once in a while. And no one can live up to these super high standards. You know, even if there was good and evil in the world, and we're just like smack in between, good, there are different levels of standards within the good community. And to be ultra high, you know, puritanic, saint-like almost, is just out of touch with reality. For every saint, there are like a bajillion like scumbags out there. And assholes. It's just like, it just is. It just is. And there's just like a whole spectrum of good people out there. Just like there's a whole spectrum of bad people out there. It's just, and if you want, it's out there, but you know. So what the hell am I? So I went on a tangent as to how to help people, including myself, if you're smack in the middle of good and evil. If you're just this layperson working a 9 to 5, which is where we are on the spectrums of the socioeconomic, you know, class system. You have a house, you know, you're away from the hood, you know, you're not getting shot at. You can expect a quiet environment, and you don't know exactly what to do with yourself. You don't have any superpowers. You don't have any talent. You know, there's one mom at this job I had one time. She was telling me like how her kids were all nice and quiet and stuff, and eventually their kid, she was so proud of it that their kid was quiet and nice. And then the kid actually went, you know, come working with us with the hospital, and she's, you know, I get to meet her, and she's just a lowly transporter. I'm like, okay, you're starting off, you're young. And she's like, Solomon, what am I going to do? You know, she needs at least like $2,000 a month for rent in New Jersey. And, you know, I'm like, your mom was wrong. I didn't tell this to her face, but, you know, her mom was wrong. The fact that her kid is all quiet and nice, she's going to get thrown under the bus in the real world and wake up to the socioeconomics of things. Employers' money doesn't give a fuck if you're nice and quiet. You know, it's better off if she did have a big mouth, she was super annoying, and that she gets under people's skins, and, you know, that way she can, you know, sell herself better. But no, she was a nice girl. She, you know, she listened to mommy, and ultimately mommy fucked her over, you know. A nice and quiet girl. Sorry, it just doesn't work like that. In a world of saints and nuns and priests, and yeah, that being a nice girl would work, or boy. But no, you're just gonna get older and uglier and fatter, just like the rest of us, and your employer's gonna be like, okay, you're gonna work at the lower rung because you're not a doctor or a lawyer or whoever who can like bullshit. Basically, that's basically what it is, you know. Her mom was wrong. You know, anyone who thinks a nice guy is gonna win the race, you're wrong. I'm sorry, it doesn't work like that. It's usually the juggernaut, the asshole, Tyrone, or Chad, or the high school jock, who's gonna dominate. And everyone else is gonna be the beta male and female. It's just everyone has this weird dynamic. Oh, the nice guy's gonna prevail. No, the criminal wins. Sometimes the criminal just gets the money and just drives off somewhere. And this is probably has happened to a lot of people out there. So the nice guy has to work on himself. I.e. me, it sucks, You have to be an asshole jerk, to survive in New Jersey. That's what the universe is telling people. You just the hot girls only go out with all the assholes, all the bad boys, all the bullshit, artists. And does that last very long? No, it doesn't. A lot of people end up in jail or prison or whatever. Fake confidence just turns into assholery, and a career in Wall Street probably wouldn't last that long. After people find out that you're just pulling a scam or whatever, it doesn't last that long. Or you're able to carry out that lifestyle because you sell drugs or something. It just doesn't last that long. I mean, it works at the beginning, but then, work ethic prevails. Warren Buffett, the kind of wisdom he's been, showering with people, timely wisdom, ultimately prevails. Time ultimately prevails. So does the nice guy finish last? Yeah, sometimes you do get that. Does it always work? No, but at the beginning, it's just he just wins later in life. Joe Biden is 81 years old. I'm not saying he's the greatest, but hey, he's 81 years old and he's the president of the United States. I mean, it just works. He's not 24 years old. He's not 25. He's not even 30 years old. He's fucking 81 years old. It's sometimes being a nice guy sometimes does work out. And sometimes being a jerk ass works out too. I mean, look at Donald Trump. I'm not saying either is good or bad, but it can work both ways. So how does it work out for Solomon Chau? Maybe this is what Solomon Chau wanted. Instead of running off with a blonde American girl and dying of cancer at the age of 26 and being famous, having a movie all my life, Harry Shum, the alternative Solomon Chau decided just to live out his life single, and this is what it looks like. It's just it's a whole lot of empty, and that's what I wanted. My battery's up. Make sure you like and subscribe to my video. I'm gonna spend the next hour reading my book just to keep up with my habit tracker. So I hope you have a habit tracker. Hope you have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching, and peace out.